There we go. Okay. I was like, what's happening? All right. Okay, so finally we are up and live. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so hi everyone, it's Amy coming at you live from Yokohama. And yeah, we're getting a little bit of a late start today because I was playing in a video game. Well, new for me, but I was playing, in English it's called Yakuza 7, or sorry, Yakuza 0, but I don't know what the Japanese name is for it. So let's see, so Yakuza 0 is, let's see, what's it called in Japan? It is, okay, so 6th entry in the Yakuza series, and let's see, Yakuza 0, okay, but what's the Japanese name? Ah, okay. So the name in Japanese is Ryuga Gotoku Zero Chikai no Basho. So Chikai no Basho. Yes, so that is the title in English. So yes, hi Kanchan. Yes, it is. Yes, it's so humid. I'm really dying from this humidity. Oh my god. Oh, so humid. But yes. So yeah, let's see, script log, yeah, script log is fine. Yeah, so Ryuga Gotoku Zero Chikai no Basho. And it's really fun. This game came out in, let's see, it came out in 2015. So it's kind of a little bit of an older game, but it's still really quite beautiful. I'm playing it on PlayStation 4, and it's just a lot of fun. I had played the Ryuga Gotoku... what's it called in Japan? Let's see. Action adventure, blah blah blah, Yakuza series. Okay. The franchise is called... Okay, so basically this game is set in... it's set in 1980s Kabukicho. So for people who don't know what Kabukicho is, it is the red light district. It's kind of the late night entertainment district in Shinjuku, which is one of the cities in Tokyo. So yes, so you have, well, let me say it in English. So it's one of the cities in Tokyo. So it's called Shinjuku in Tokyo, and Kabukicho is the place where there's lots of hostess clubs and host clubs. These are places where you can drink with, so the staff members are members of whichever sex you want, whether it's male or female. So hostesses are of course female, hosts are men, and basically they work there and they chat with you, and you know they're there to entertain you. And what you do in turn is you buy them alcoholic beverages, and it's a really complicated system. So you can like nominate people, like your favorite host or hostess, and the club makes a little bit more money because you have to pay a premium for that guy or that girl. And yeah, so it's that's part of the thing in Kabukicho nightlife. So there's also discos, so you can, you know, dance. There's dance clubs and pool and billiards and darts and bowling and just I don't know if there's any bowling in Kabukicho, but this is kind of 1980s Kabukicho, and it's pretty interesting. The most recent one that I played before, I think I told you guys about this on the broadcast, was Ryuga Gotoku, but it was the one set in Yokohama. So it was set in Isezaki-cho in Yokohama, which was fantastic. As a resident of Yokohama, it was really cool to see the very similar sights, and yeah, it really blew my mind. It was really cool. A lot of the different settings in this series of games are real places around Japan, so it's really pretty cool. They have like, you know, and these are like the big entertainment districts because it's like Yakuza themed. Always you have this element of the underground world mixing with the entertainment world, especially nighttime entertainment, bars and things like that. So it's very, very interesting, I find. And let's see. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Ryuga Gotoku. Yes. Yeah, that's what Kanchan says. Yes, exactly. So yeah, very cool. So yeah, I was playing that and I was showing my husband the gameplay because we had there was a sale and we bought it was a bundle of different Ryuga Gotoku games. So I just wanted to play Yakuza 0. So yeah. So it was pretty cool. That's what I've been doing. Not all today, because today I was pretty busy, but yeah, that's what I did this morning a bit, and then this evening between meetings. Also, I went to physical therapy, so I went to physical therapy and did a little shopping, and oh my gosh. You guys, I am reading because it's an audio book of what's his name? Haruki Murakami's 1Q84. It's a lot of times it's really long and sometimes boring. Some of the details are like, I don't need to know, just get on with the story. Or there's a lot of repetition. Oh, this is the place that this happened, and you know, how many years ago. It's like, oh, I don't care. Like, I know, I didn't forget. So in that way, I find Murakami's writing style to be a little bit strange. He keeps wanting to put these sex scenes in there, but they're really awkward. He just keeps using the same words over and over again, and I'm like, it's a little boring. But the main things that are happening are very, very interesting. So I just finished it's a 3-book series. And I just finished book 2. And I'm just like, if this one particular, so I don't want to spoil it for anybody, because if you want to read it, I recommend it. But oh my gosh, if there's these, if this one thing doesn't happen, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna be so angry. So I'm really hoping that one event happens. That's all I can really say. I highly recommend, don't look it up. If you're interested in reading it, don't look it up. Just pick it up and read it. That's really kind of the way that I like to consume my media. I don't like to watch so many trailers for movies or read so many reviews about books. I just take it and experience it. I feel like if you use this kind of approach, it makes it to where you can really enjoy the story, no matter if it's a movie or a book. the way that it was intended to be told. So I don't want to know about this character, that character, you know, how they work together or anything like that. It doesn't matter. Just tell me the story. I'm just going to start it. So I don't have any kind of expectations. So everything is a very big surprise. And I probably do this because I do have some background in theater and television. So I know that those are really, storytelling is very important. And I think that in order to tell a good story, you need to be able, in order to experience the entire story in a pure way, you just need to start it. Just start it. Don't look at anything else. You know, maybe look at the overall. Oh, so many 5 stars, or like so many, you know, many people like it, or a friend recommends it. So for IQ 84, I was trying to spend my Audible credits. So Audible, of course, is Amazon's audiobook subscription service, which now with the weak yen is very expensive, but I bought some business books and things, and I just thought it might be nice to have a you know, just listen to a story. Just listen to a story. This actually happened because on Wednesdays I go to Tsurumi, and when I'm coming back, I've usually had kind of a little bit of a big lunch, you know, so I have a kind of midday class, then I have or I'll go shopping, and it's kind of my like out day, like I'm out on Wednesdays. And a lot of times what happens is by the time I'm coming home, or not home, back to my office, I get really sleepy. And especially when I go on the Sotetsu line, I like to take the local because usually that's what's available. And, you know, so it takes some time. It gives my body enough time to relax. And if I'm bored, I can sleep. I have slept in some pretty crazy places. When I used to do my nails, which I don't have any nails on today, by the way, but when I got my nails done, I would always fall asleep when I was getting my nails done. So, you know, of course it was gel nails. So they would have to do like a UV light. Okay, now switch. So, but I would just be like on that, right there where I'm just like, okay, switch. Okay, yeah, switch. And okay, switch again. Yeah. So, I've slept getting MRIs. I've slept, doing all those, excuse me. I've slept during all of those noisy exams, CT scans, fell asleep. I've had 2 CT scans, a PET scan, and 2 MRIs. I fell asleep during all of them. If I'm bored, I can sleep. It's very easy for me. So thankfully, there's always something going on in my mind. But yeah, if I don't have anything particular to think about, just fall asleep. I don't remember what my point was for that. So the train, that's what it was. So if I'm just listening to a business book, business is really important. It's how I make my money, and there's a lot of things that I need to learn, and I understand that. But when you have somebody, especially if their voice is a little bit monotone, so it's just one tone, and they're just talking like this, and I'm just like, good night. So I thought that it might be good to listen to a story. And if I'm listening to a story, then maybe my brain is more engaged. I'm, oh, what's going to happen? Or I'm listening to details and trying to paint the picture in my head. So yeah, that's why I decided to pick up this book. Yeah, and it because because Audible runs on credits, so I always want to get a long book. Like, I don't want to just get like, oh, it's 2 hours. I'm like, no, this credit was very expensive. So, I need to get a good value for my money. So I saw like, Murakami, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I know that he's he's a very famous author. He's very well known. So, and one of my favorite books actually is Orson Welles. Orson Welles? Not Orson Welles, George Orwell. Oops. Yeah, my favorite book, I don't remember the author. Anyways, so yeah. So Orson Welles was a different person altogether. George Orwell sounds the same. I'm terrible at names, I'm telling you. So George Orwell's 1984. So I thought that it was really interesting how it's like 1Q84. So I'm like, okay, what's that about? So I wasn't sure if it was like about like IQ, like intelligence quotient, or what, but I thought it would be interesting. And it's something like 54 hours or something, this story. I'm like, okay. And the only thing I read about it was it's 3 books. That's all I read. I'm like, okay, that makes sense why it's so super duper long. That's it. Just started to read it or listen to it. Fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, seriously, if this one event doesn't happen, I'm going to be really angry. I'm just like, this has to happen. So I don't know if it's going to happen or not. No spoilers for anyone, but do I recommend it? Yes and no. Because the parts that are interesting are very interesting. And I've never read anything like it. So I do feel like it does have merit in that. But again, it's a bit repetitive. So it's nice if you want to have something to listen to going for a walk. If you want to do something like that, like you're doing housework would be good for this as well. So that's what I recommend it for. But if you want like a fast, intense, tight writing story, it's not it. There's a lot of detail and a lot, again, I'm being repetitive about the repetition, but it's worth saying again. So yeah, but that's what I've been doing. I also, today, I learned how to do 2 magic tricks. So there was an event online, and the magician. So magician. What is it? David John, who is he's originally from Indonesia, but now he's based in Japan, and he does magic on Zoom, which was really cool. And he taught the group that I was in taught a lot of, or didn't teach a lot of tricks, taught 2 tricks. But yeah, they're pretty interesting. So now I'm going to have to practice them a bit, and then I will show you. I'm not confident about my skill right now, and I would just give away the trick, and that's no good. So I will definitely practice it, and because they're pretty cool. I like these tricks, but I have to get my hands in the right way. So yeah, magic takes a lot of practice. It does. So yeah, it was really interesting. Anything else? What else happened today? Just got some things prepared. This week, I had to go to the hospital to double check the paperwork, and yeah, so yeah, yeah, so we're still not sure what's wrong with me, because my rheumatologist says no. I don't think the semi diagnosis was correct. So we're continuing to well, not that it wasn't correct, but he feels that we can get some answers. So we're going to do a couple more tests. Not sure exactly how that's going to work, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, so yeah, so I think that's about it for this week. Tomorrow I'm going to Minato Mirai, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to go see the new Ultraman movie. So I'm looking forward to seeing Ultraman with my husband. He doesn't speak Japanese, and I'm pretty sure there are no English subtitles, but we'll figure it out. So I think I'll be able to get the gist of it, and I think my husband will also be able to enjoy the movie because of the content. It's Ultraman, right? So yes. So we're gonna try to go see Ultraman tomorrow, and we're gonna have some lunch, and hopefully it will be fantastic. It's gonna be another hot day tomorrow, so yeah. I think I'm going to be wearing some nice capris, some nice baggy capris to let all the hot air get out. Yes. But I think that's about it for this week for me. Have not done my voting yet, but working on that. Oh yeah, I forgot to get... Oops, I forgot to do something important today. I'll do that now. But yeah, so I think that's it for this week. So yes, unless anyone has any questions, I will take off for this week. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you very much for coming. And of course, give a subscribe. Please give a like, and just give me a little thumbs up. Let me know that you're watching and that you're enjoying it, because otherwise I will stop doing it. So, oh yes, yes, okay. So Kanchan says, see you. Yes, thank you so much, Kanchan. All right, so yeah, make sure to give a like. If you have any questions, leave a comment, please. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have about English or about me or whatever, America. Ugh, not too much about America. We're so stupid. We're a terrible country. I love my country, but it's not great. All right. But yeah, so that's it for today. Yeah, for today and for this week. All right. See you. Thank you very much for coming.